Alright everybody, today we're going to go to my high school track again. I'm going to do a little bit of a workout. Hopefully I can film a little bit more of it. I was there a couple of days ago, played some soccer. I'm still sore from it, but I think it's just good for my feet to kind of get used to doing different things. It is. It's not a think. I do know it. And hopefully the turf isn't super hot yet, because last time it was burning me. And I couldn't walk around barefoot or run barefoot, and doing some of that will also help me out a lot. So I'm already dressed and now we just got to get out of here. Let's do it, big team. Well, I really want it. So it's already 84 degrees Fahrenheit this morning and it's 9:21 a.m. So the sun hasn't even had a chance to really warm everything up and it's already 84 degrees. That probably means it's gonna get up to 95 today, so I'm a little glad I'm getting out now. But this long sleeve jacket you're seeing me wear is the most light and airy piece of cloth I own. And I was almost starting to sweat in it just getting into my car. So take care of yourselves, people. As always, stay hydrated, eat food when you work out, don't go out on an empty stomach, and eat food as soon as you get back. All right, I think we're gonna get a little philosophical about exercise today. I think we're gonna do it. So today it's just one day later in my actual real person timeline, but for my first number of videos, those were posted very retroactively. For example, I said I got like 3 job offers. Like by that time, I'd already actually accepted a position. So I've actually had this job for much longer than you, the viewers, have known about. So is that guy looking at me? Can you see him? That guy was not a guy, it was a girl, and she looked like the epitome of a soccer mom. Go get him. Go get him, girl. God, I just don't, something about that lifestyle just makes me cringe. I don't know, not being a soccer mom, but just raising kids and driving minivans. Maybe not my cup of tea at this point in my life, right? Ugh. So yeah, just kind of wrap that up, my timeline is now pretty much up to date. Got some road construction ahead, I'm gonna put the camera down. You are all now kind of caught up on my life. When I do go to Japan, I will probably, hopefully start live streaming, kind of like being in the airport and stuff like that. I think that would be really funny. The only problem is I'd have to do that off my cell phone, and my cell phone's, you know, not the best cell phone in the world. I should start a GoFundMe. Oh, why are there people here? What, do teachers work over the summer or something? I just hope the track is open. If the track isn't open, I've got another place to go, but we just have to drive again, so that sucks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I just went up and checked out the track. Football was practicing. That kind of sucks. So we will head over to a soccer field park. The entire park is huge. Huge, can fit like 30 soccer fields on it. All right, so we have made it. Beautiful day outside. Those are the soccer nets. Looks like they're not. They've seen better days, but back there, there's some lacrosse nets. I know lacrosse people hate it when people play soccer in them, but YOLO swag 420, everybody. Oh, sun is punishing today, people. The air's thick, skins are burning. Oh. I cannot imagine. This is, you know, if we were running cross country right now, this would be a trail running day. Oh, gotta get out of the sun, but there is no shade here. Oh, except for the shade I'd be throwing. Not a good joke. Come back next time. I'll have better ones, I promise. On the pole. Get there, turn, turn. All right, these don't look too bad. Hopefully one person can drag them out. I don't want to kick it into the soy fields over there. All right. Hard cut. Welcome home. That's right. I didn't film at all. It was so hot and I didn't really want to be distracted, kind of. And I was working out without my shirt on, and modest is hottest, so I'm not gonna post that even if I did film something. So it looks like we're just gonna have a conversation in the kitchen. So in your timeline, I said that I was gonna get a little philosophical, and I'm gonna hold myself to it for a couple of reasons. I want you to know why I'm passionate about working out. Some of it's hard to hear, some of it's easy to hear, some of it's surprising, I guess. I'm making that vegan protein shake again. Purely inspired. I think it's good. The good thing about vegan protein is it doesn't taste like horse crap. If you've ever had like whey protein and stuff, you know it tastes horrible because whey tastes horrible because it's animal protein. Surprise. But I really like this stuff because it's a really quick way to kind of get something into your bloodstream after working out. Helps you recover a bit. And if you do vegan research, you know that vegans aren't at all in need of protein. So this is definitely just post-workout stuff, not really something I need to survive at all. In fact, I've got a can of soup. One can of soup's got 32 grams of protein in it back in the old cabinet for $2.69. Thank you, Amy. Amy's like, you know what I'm talking about? So the standing question is, why is working out important? Well, it's important for the same reason that eating healthy is, obviously. So in Being Vegan, episode 1 of 1 so far, I said that it needs a little more powder. I put too much almond milk in it. I said that you are essentially the sum of what you put into your body. I used a race car analogy. I said if you put garbage into the gas tank of a car, the car's not gonna run very well. So you quite literally are what you eat. If you eat well and you give your body the nutrients it needs to thrive, it most likely will. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Well, the same goes for how you treat your body physically. We can fight heart disease by working out. We can fight depression by working out. It's true. We can do so much by exercising our bodies. Heart health is vastly improved when you pressure your heart. Back when heart disease was kind of first discovered, people were told to not move and to lay down and give your heart rest. We know that's not really the best thing for you. We know that exercising releases good endorphins. It makes you happier, right? It fights depression. If you work out all the time, then you're gonna have more energy during the day because your body is going to expect to be exerted, therefore it's gonna want to get more out of your food and stuff like that. When I was a competitive cross-country runner running 8 miles a day, I wasn't tired all the time. That would have been miserable. Same goes for soccer players, football players. Any athlete knows that when they stop working out, their body actually kind of gives some negative feedback and starts to struggle. And so when you choose not to treat your body well physically, it has mental ramifications, it has health ramifications, and that's really kind of a hard pill to swallow because exercising is a privilege. To be able to work out sometimes is not possible in somebody's life. I know a great example might be a single mother with 10 kids working 3 jobs. You know, she's probably gonna have a harder time getting to the gym than I would right now, unemployed, living in my mom's house. But there are always things that we can do, and what I've been doing recently is carrying a medicine ball around me in the house. I'll like swing it around like a basketball, I'll throw it up in the air, I'll just toss it around in front of me, and that is exercise. Is it straining my cardiovascular system? Not really. Sometimes my heart rate will get up a little bit, but it gets the blood flowing, it gets, you know, oxygen to my brain, and that ultimately makes me happier. Not because I like to toss a medicine ball around, but because that's the effect that tossing a medicine ball around can have on me. Does that make sense? So, do your best, people. Really try. Really make an effort. If you're anti-heart disease, working out's probably going to be really, really helpful for you. Now, me personally, I've kind of grown into having some body image issues when I'm not in shape. I don't exactly know why. I mean, that's asking like somebody who has depression, you know, why are you sad? That's not how science works, right? But what I think to an extent it is for me is that I was once in the most incredible shape. And I'm not trying to brag, I put a lot of effort into it. I dedicated my life to it, right? I was a cross-country runner for a Division I team. You know, every day for an hour to 2 hours, I would physically stress my body. And even walking up a staircase now is harder than it used to be. I can't hike up a mountain as quickly or for that long of a distance anymore because my body is a little broken compared to what it used to be, injury-wise and physically. Injury-wise and physically. So my mind is constantly trying to compare myself to what I was in past days. And that is kind of something that's pretty challenging to deal with if you've ever kind of been through it. I was watching the show The Good Doctor. If you haven't seen it, it's really great. It is about a doctor that is on the autism spectrum and has extremely good spatial recognition and memory, and is a really great doctor, but you know, is struggling on the social empathy and the social skills scale. So it's a really, really good show, and it talks a lot about the human condition. And in that show, somebody had come in with a severely broken leg or something like that, and they had to make the choice to amputate or to not amputate. Essentially, the surgery to not amputate would have risked their life, and they chose to do it because, you know, their life had revolved around being physically active, and it had helped them through drug addiction. So it was something that was very intimately personal in this person's life and well-being. And it's hard to understand that, and I don't even fully understand that because I haven't suffered from a drug addiction and I haven't used exercise as a way to rehab. But I have used exercise as a way to make friends. I haven't talked about badminton almost at all in this, but I probably will soon. I made friends from around the globe, and I helped rehab my feet doing it. And badminton is probably one of the reasons that I want to be in Japan. I don't play anymore because people compete with feather shuttles, and I'm anti-animal cruelty. So, well, they just pick them up off the ground. No, they don't. They really don't do that. They pull them from live birds, and it's really sad. But that was an outlet for me for a long time. So the point in that is finding your community and finding your reason to work out and finding joy in it. Working out isn't just being in pain and suffering. You know, it's having fun. It can be friendship. It can be bonding. It can help you build a relationship with a significant other. Let's say you play cricket together. I don't know. You decide. This is not my wheelhouse. I hope you get the point. Is today Thursday? What's today? Do I have my days right? What's today? Oh my God. Today's Tuesday. Wow, why did I think it was Thursday? I gotta get better at that. The last point I want to make is something that's pretty critical. And that is, when you treat your body well, it further enables you to do good and make a change in the world. I view my body as the greatest gift that I have ever received, because it is the vessel in which I can make a difference in the world and make positive change in people's lives. I've talked to a lot of Christians before about, I kind of get frustrated because I see people that are Christian that are overweight. And to me, that is kind of incompatible. I know losing weight is challenging, and I know you can be overweight and extremely healthy. Not my argument. Not my argument at all. I think body image and health are two different things, and we as a society need to get past the point of saying that being overweight is unhealthy and shameful, because there are a lot of people underweight that are unhealthy. There's a whole dichotomy, and I think I understand most of it, and that's not the point I'm making. What I'm saying is, I think that if you don't take care of your body physically, through what you eat, through all of those vessels, that you're telling God, I'm not grateful for this body that I've been given. That's a big statement, and I understand it. And I understand that some people are probably gonna be frustrated by me saying that. But really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to challenge people in the world to take care of themselves, to fill up their own glass so that they may fill up others' glass. I'm gonna teach English. I hope that makes sense. Let's try to take smoking, for example. If you smoke cigarettes, you're damaging your lungs and you're decreasing your ability to be on your feet, to exert yourself, and to kind of give energy back to the world, if that makes sense. So let's say in an extreme case, there's a natural disaster and there's a bunch of people trapped under rubble, God forbid, right? And you need to help get them out. If you become winded, really quickly, you're not going to be able to really put forth a lot of effort to help the people out. That's a really extreme example, but that's kind of the broad point I'm trying to make. And you can make that analogy to most things in life. You know, let's say you work at a homeless shelter and you have to be on your feet and energetic and happy and helping cook for long hours in a day. And there are people that do that, and God bless those people. But if you're not treating yourself well, then that job is going to be more challenging, and those jobs are the jobs that need to be done. If we're not helping the people that need it, what are we doing, right? And that's why I'm kind of pro universal healthcare, because doesn't it seem obvious that if we have the chance to give people medicine that can't afford it, we should? I'm not Catholic or Christian necessarily, but what would Jesus do? I think Jesus would be giving people medicine. Call me an extremist. So this conversation kind of took a turn down a road I didn't necessarily think I was gonna go down, but I think it's useful. And the reason I'm vlogging a lot before I go to Japan is to put a lot of my life in perspective and to document me before I have a life-changing experience. So I can look back and see, this is what it used to be like. And you can look and be like, wow, his life has really changed a lot. And maybe my views on health change when I'm in Japan. That would be really interesting, right? Because I'm not trying to claim facts. I'm trying to get my point of view and kind of the things that I have come to understand down on paper and down on digital copy, down on gigabytes, if you will. We like to have fun here. So in conclusion, treat yourself well and treat other people well. That seems like a universal concept. Go get 'em. Do your best. This weekend I am finally getting rid of my car, my primary form of transportation, and then I am leaving in like a couple of weeks. It's gonna be exciting. Hoorah!
Hi, you've reached Antony. Please leave a message after the beep. Thanks.